check them out at DeKinder-Smith. Beautiful. All right, so why is Mary Jane wild about business? An important thing to know that may not have come completely clear is that Mary Jane tends to be a part-time business. Okay, so she is building a business that's giving her a creative outlet and an opportunity, not just creative in terms of the arts, because Christina does photography and bracelets, right? But we also know Mary Janes who have ad agencies, for example. Whatever it is that is expressing her unique purpose. But she has a reason that she really wants this to be a part-time venture. So it's a creative outlet for her, it's part-time, and yet she knows she's able to contribute to the household income. So overall, what we learned from Mary Jane is that she's really loving her work-life balance. Her business is suiting her need to be in control of her time. Like I said, she's usually working part-time. But many Mary Janes would love to have more money. I mean, wouldn't that be great? Like, okay, I got a part-time job, and I got great money coming in. So what we talked to Mary Janes about is how to get more money. And how to get more money for Mary Jane is really all about these automated marketing systems again. And for her, it's about how do you leverage a relationship to help a business grow and gain new customers without inundating yourself. Because we got to remember, the time is really important for her, right? So the best strategies for her are going to be things like network marketing, friends get a friend, Facebook, Twitter, getting to know people there, affiliate marketing, letting other people do the work for you to bring the new customers to you. Referral marketing, lean on your current customers, get them to help you find the next one. And then finally and importantly, loyalty marketing. So when I had an opportunity to speak with Christina, for example, one of the things that we talked about was, gosh, for holiday season, holiday season's coming up, you need to be tracking who those customers are who've already purchased your bracelets and then pull together an attractive offer for them to buy more from you at that time. All right, so it's really about automated marketing. And ready for our last group? Our last of the 5 types is Tenacity Jane. And what would Tenacity Jane say? I believe in my business, but I'm struggling right now. The business just isn't making the kind of money I expected, and I'm not completely sure how to fix it. I'm determined to succeed, however, so I keep moving forward. I am not going to give up on my dream. All right, let's meet her.
Hello there, my name is Diane Cunningham, and I am a coach, a speaker, and a consultant. I've also trained coaches, and my website is www.dianecunningham.com. And what I really want to talk to you about today is why I am a Tenacity Jane. That is the title I got when I took the Jane Out of the Box survey. Well, I'm a Tenacity Jane because I am just completely passionate about what I do. Very tenacious, I'm determined, and yes, I have cash flow problems. Yes, I struggle with some of the behind-the-scenes part of my business. My brain doesn't work almost half the way on that one side because it's working on the people side. It's working on the encouragement side. It's working on the creativity and leadership. So I'm getting to use my highest gifts as a coach and a speaker, but the business side is where I end up with the tenacity issues. And so I definitely agree with my results. I am a Tenacity Jane. I love my business. I love so many parts of it. I love the variety. I love the challenge. I love helping people have a breakthrough moment. And I definitely love all that I have learned over the last 3 or 4 years. Previously to being a coach, I was in sales, and before that I was a master's level therapist. And so I really have added to my area of knowledge. I've done things I never believed I could do, and I've surprised myself. Why I think this description is perfect for me is because I'm very determined. So thank you for asking me this question. I hope that this helps you in understanding the Tenacity Jane.
Okay, so that's really what sets Tenacity Jane apart. You hear it, right? She's got that same burning passion that all of these other ladies do. And right now, today, money's an issue. It's a struggle. And remember back to the very beginning, this is actually the most common type of Jane. So a third of women across the country are struggling financially with their businesses. And if you are a tenacity Jane and that's the status that you're at right now, it's important to know that you're not alone. And I think I mentioned at the beginning, your type can change over time. So what we've learned from our interviews with millionaire women and women who have really successful businesses is that they all went through this phase. And it's kind of a phase, and you can grow out of it through that determination and also looking really critically at your business. So I'll show you those action steps in a minute, but before I do that, just to emphasize that in my own personal story, because I mentioned to you I've been on 3, tenacity is the 3rd one. I started as an accidental Jane in my first business, and then because I couldn't stand corporate politics anymore, I got that, I couldn't take it. So I hung out with Michele and said, okay, great, this is what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it for myself now. And I was getting little projects, and that was great, but I wasn't paying attention to the money. And one of the toughest times in my life as a woman business owner and even as a person was when my husband came to me and said, listen, I really want to support you in growing this business, but we have to sell our house if this doesn't turn around, because he had gotten that bad. So basically we've been living on credit, and I was in denial about that and not paying attention to it. And we were $100,000 in credit card debt because that's how we were living while trying to get this business started. Now, once I got real about the money, right, and I really said to myself, okay, wait a minute, what am I doing? This has to stop. I'm still determined. I'm still going to make this business successful. I then took a hard look at it and said, okay, what am I going to have to do to absolutely make this work? This isn't a game anymore. This is really serious, and I'm going to make this work. So we did sell that house, and we lived in with my parents for 4 months, and it stunk. But we did it. 3 dogs, my grandpa, my brother, my parents, my son, my husband, and I, all in a 3-bedroom house. But we did it for 4 months. And I look back at that time as a tenacity Jane as one of the times of my most incredible growth as a woman business owner, because it pushed me to my limits, and I also learned what I was capable of, and I learned a whole lot about how to create the business the way I wanted it to be. So if you're struggling with cash flow right now, I would just say to you, have faith, know that you can do this, and I'm going to give you some action steps, but overall, here's the summary, right? You got to hang on to this first part. You're passionate, she's passionate about what she does, and she sees that bright future ahead. So, if you're struggling with passion, I think a lot of ladies are right now, particularly with the economy the way it is, what action steps do you need to take? You got to diagnose it. Just get clinical. Look at it from the outside. Imagine you were not this business owner, but just looking at it from the outside. Look at your business. You got to look at the concept. Do people want what you sell? If they don't want it, that's a problem, right? Let's assume they want it. You got to look at the business model. A lot of tenacity chains, what's happening is they may be selling their service and it's something that's very desirable, but if they were to add up exactly how many hours they put into this business, they're making $5 an hour. Mm-hmm. You can't do that, right? So you got to look at the business model and look at your pricing. You look at the business, you see, okay, where can I shore this up? How can I strengthen it? You also have to look at yourself. What do I need to learn? Maybe I am the world's best graphics designer, but I have no idea how to handle QuickBooks. And so my billing's not getting done. Or I have no idea how to launch a website. And so my marketing's not getting done. So what do I need to learn?